Come on, switch. Yes! 2, 2, 3! Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to the Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Guess what? MAID PRIVATY is finally here and we have had a pleasure of testing her on stream today. And guess what? She was surprisingly strong. Holy moly, I can't believe that this is going to be something that is coming this soon. It's crazy, alright? So, of course, as per usual, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of testing results. So make sure you guys, try and... There's going to be a bunch of information to take here. I did test her out during 4 hours. There's plenty of misconceptions with what character is going to work best with her. I'm going to try to address that as well at a later part of the video. But for now, let's talk about her and show you guys some polls. Now let's talk about MAID PRIVATY. Let's talk about her concept. What is she all about? So in terms of her capabilities, what can she do? Now she is an Elysion unit, so she is going to be a DPS for Elysion, probably one of the strongest Elysion character that's available thus far. Alright, she's a shotgun user, she's a lightning or electric type, as you can see. Now let's look at the skills and get a better idea. So this is all going to be like per level 10. So you can see on skill 1, activates when landing 30 times using pellets, affects 2 enemies nearest to the crosshair. And she's gonna do additional damage, 200% as additional damage. Pretty good. Skill 2, alright, reload speed is going to increase when she has more than 5 pellets hit with a single normal attack, 20.8%. And then when she hits 30 times using pellets during full burst time, affect self. Reload 1 round, increase attack by 11%, and this can stack up to 5 times, and it's going to last for 2 seconds. Pretty cool buff right there. Increase her total attack up to 50+%. Alright, and her burst skill, straightforward, she's going to increase attack damage, increase crit damage, both are going to increase, and she's going to do 1000% of, damage, final attack as damage to all enemies. Now for context, Scarlet can do something similar. As you can see, if you look at the burst right here, Scarlet does 849% of final attack as damage. So a little bit, stronger than Scarlet's burst overall. So I do think that, she's going to be pretty strong in PvP as well. So let's show you guys a couple of things. So I got 59 tickets, 58,000 gems. Let's see, can I one-tap her? 4%. Okay. You got her in 4 multi. Alright, let's go. Is MAID PRIVATY limited? No, she's not. Which is fortunate if you want to save. Yellow? Come on. Where's the yellow, guys? No yet. Ooh, perfectly lined Belota, Mika. Okay, third time's the charm, guys. Third time's the charm. Yes! Okay, Elysion. Oh, Pilgrim!
I'm a relic from a bygone era, so
wow!
leaving soon.
Was not expecting that at all, but okay, I'll take it. Did not expect that. First dupe for Red Hood. Is it the charm? Are we getting anything? Okay, nothing yet. Alright, that's unfortunate here. So we're jumping into the where's Unkind MAID PRIVATY at? Come on, switch. Yes! 2, 3! Not 1, not 2, but 3! Elysion! Wait, not her! What? Wait, what? It's not her. Damn, I thought it's her for sure. Elysion! Ellie! No!
What's under the mask?
No!
Face, of course.
Elysion! Okay? Yes!
My name is Privacy,
Yes!
and I am your maid.
Elysion! Man, that was so crazy that I got 2 off Elysion banner. 2 off Elysion banner. Insane. 3 Elysion. Trying to build the SG support with Toph. Toph is very expensive to build. Right? Is she better than Drake?
Strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Is she better than Drake? Wait a second. Is she the Red Hood? Mid Hood killer? 10% more. 15% more damage. Red Hood? More like Mid Hood. Reset her then. Whose boss is this? Armstrong. That's why I'm comparing her with Scarlet. Because they are kind of same, right? If you think about it. Oh, this one is 3 minutes. Okay, this is going to be extremely long. Is PRIVATY a must-have for beginner? Shotgun is kind of a problem though, with bosses such as Stormbringer that stays at long range. That's true. Woo! Scarlet Killer! Yeah, this is as fair as it gets. 3 minutes, long battle. She's on par with a Scarlet, which everybody still don't have. Okay, so I just want to give you guys a context. I did a bunch of testing. Everything will be linked in the description below if you guys want to watch the full live stream. But I'm not going to go through the entire thing in this video, right? There's a reason why the live stream is for almost 5 hours, because I did a bunch of testing. So this is the video. We're going to condense everything so you guys can see. Keep in mind, the skill level is the same for everyone, alright? Because we did enable the scope lock. So let's talk about a couple of things. A couple of misconceptions here. Notice I did testing right here. So we're going to look at the first example, alright? This is the first thing that I use. Lita, Leona, MAID PRIVATY, Red Hood, and Noah. Alright, so the whole idea here is to showcase, we're trying to compare Lita versus Toph. Alright, so a lot of people have been saying Toph is going to be a very good pair with Unkind MAID PRIVATY. So you can see right here, based on this damage, hopefully you guys are able to observe. I will be focusing on both PRIVATY MAID and also Red Hood, right? So PRIVATY MAID is going to do 41 million damage when she's paired with Lita. But notice when I swap Lita out for Toph, she does way more. So Toph is right here replacing Lita, alright? And then for the MAID PRIVATY, you can see, right, straight up, she just get the boosted damage, alright? Because Toph is the shotgun buffer. She's a shotgun, she buffs shotgun users, alright? Even Leona, you can see, did get a slight increase. For Leona, you can see from 7 million there, she did get a slight increase to 12 million. Now, just so you guys know, I usually test at least 3 to 4 times to make sure that I get somewhat consistent and relatable results. As you can see, if you guys observe carefully, Red Hood didn't get anything from Toph versus Lita, alright? So Toph, Lita, they give about the same. They give about the same overall. You know, in terms of she doesn't get much buff. I guess it's about equal because Toph do give more buffs towards shotgun users overall. Now, one thing to consider, Noir did get a slight increase, but I hope you guys are able to observe that, you know, this is almost 20 million damage increase between Toph and Lita, and I've tested that consistently a couple of times. Now let's talk about Leona then. Leona is something that I think a lot of people have been confused about as well, because ideally, a lot of players came out and say, oh, Leona and Toph is a must-have for the new MAID PRIVATY. And I get it, saying stuff like that is going to be theory or theory crafting, like you ideally want to like theory craft. But testing them otherwise seems to give me a different result. Alright, so let's talk about Leona a little bit, and hopefully you guys are able to discern right here. So the problem with Leona, right, is she does increase maximum effective range, she does increase crit rate, alright, she also will be able to increase hit rate, and she increases the number of pellets. Now pellets doesn't really do much overall in terms of damage, because as you can see, number of pellets increase, the total damage per shot remains the same. So damage overall is not going to be improved, and we have proven that previously during the Leona's testing. I've done that against all the other characters, shotgun characters like Sugar, etc, etc, right? But you can see in this particular case, we do get the crit damage increase and the crit rate increase for allies with the shotgun. However, after testing with Leona, you can see right here, based upon the testing results, it doesn't seem to improve that much. So right here you can see, I decided to take out Leona. So notice Toph remains the same, right? So now I test taking out Leona, I replace Leona with Dola. Alright, and PRIVATY did about the same damage, 62 million right here. And with Dola, we also did get 62 million. So I've done this over numerous times. Leona doesn't matter. You don't need Leona for MAID PRIVATY. Leona doesn't really, it's not really needed. She doesn't improve her damage consistently. MAID PRIVATY, I replaced with Dola, we are still doing the same. Alright, so for a lot of Burst 2 characters, it does not seem to be, you know, Leona doesn't seem to improve that overall. But Toph is going to be the important one. It seems like Toph, every time I take her out, PRIVATY seems to lose a lot of damage. So if you have Toph, definitely a very, very good pair. Now let's talk about versus, in this case, the last one is Tia and Naga. So you can see I still use Toph, and then I use Tia and Naga this time. MAID PRIVATY still does about the same, 64 million right there, versus MAID PRIVATY here, 62 million. Alright, and versus right here, still 62 million. There's no difference. Alright, Leona's existence doesn't seem to help her much, sadly. Alright, I thought that's going to be the case because Leona has the palette concept, but it seems like Leona is just not completely needed for MAID PRIVATY. That could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on if you have her or not, right? But the truth is, if you are looking to maximize the potential of Unkind MAID PRIVATY, Toph is going to be the best character moving forward. Now, this is against the normal mobs. I do test this out in the Union shooting range. Alright, this is against the regular monsters. But let me show you guys the results against bosses. Now, this is going to be even more interesting, even more curious. We have a lot of sample to look at right here. Alright, I'm going to push it right here so you guys can see a bunch of testing. So first things first, we want to compare a very straightforward against boss. Okay, again, the difference is going to be consistent across the board. Toph versus Litter. Alright, Toph versus Litter right here. You can see the first one we have Toph, the second one we have Litter, right? And you can see Tia did about the same damage, 17 million to like 18 million. Naga did more with Toph, obviously, because Toph again is a shotgun buffer, right? So Toph seems to, you know, benefit more for Tia and Naga, but PRIVATY MAID just did way less when you use Litter compared to Toph. So Toph is just a way better buffer for MAID PRIVATY. So she is literally like, they are pretty much built together, and you can see Red Hood doesn't seem to get affected regardless if you use Toph or Litter. It doesn't really matter that much. So one more example right here. Let's go here. Now this time I try with Blanc and Noah. So again, Blanc and Noah with Toph, PRIVATY is doing about 81 million. Alright, so and you can see Blanc and Tia and Naga with Toph, right? PRIVATY is doing about 80 million. So this is going to be a very good conclusion. In case you guys are wondering, is Blanc Noah better or is Tia Naga better for MAID PRIVATY? They are about the same. They are about the same, and this is also testing against a boss which has the ability, has the exposed core. So we were able to look at it much more accurately. So it doesn't matter as much. It does feel like Tia Naga, Blanc Noir is going to be really similar, right? But I don't think that you want to pair Blanc and Noir with MAID PRIVATY, because those two will most likely fit in their own team, right? Personally, because in most solo raids cases, you're probably going to pair Blanc and Noir with like Modernia or something else. And as for Tia and Naga, they do feels more flexible, but they also can have their own team as per se. And MAID PRIVATY doesn't benefit from the core as much because she's not a character that, you know, she's a shotgun user. She doesn't benefit from hitting a core. Now let's look at the third case scenario right here. So after comparing that, you can see one thing that you will see consistently is PRIVATY is comparable to Red Hood in damage most of the time. Alright, if you have Toph, she is going to be comparable. Alright, the moment you take out Toph is when Red Hood is going to do way more. So it seems like Toph is going to be able to push PRIVATY's damage consistently. It seems like Toph is going to be the character infector right here. Now based on my testing against a bunch of pilgrims, right? The only character that MAID PRIVATY can never beat or can never win against for bosses is going to be Scarlet Black Shadow. She just deals way more damage. So Scarlet Black Shadow is just a superior character, but so far she's able to beat every single pilgrim. I think that's what that matters here, and that says a lot, right? Look at his. We are comparing with Modernia right here, right? In a Blanc and Noir team with Toph. Again, you know, 76 million versus 68 million. So Modernia is doing less than Unkind MAID PRIVATY. So comparing with Scarlet here, again, Blanc and Noah. So again, consistently, Unkind MAID PRIVATY is doing way more. Alright? And then I tried out the Swimsuit Annie's team. Alright, now this is where it gets interesting. So I tried out with Toph and I tried out with Dorothy. So again, you know, she is doing more than a lot of other meta characters. The only exception is Scarlet Black Shadow. If I'm looking at the boss rankings and everything correctly, as long as you have Toph, alright, that's the condition. The moment I take out Toph, and you can see I use Dorothy instead, right? So she starts doing less damage in that sense. So keep in mind, that's going to be one thing that's consistently across the board. Toph is a must to maximize damage, alright? You want MAID PRIVATY to be the strongest form or the strongest of her entire potential, so you need Toph. She beats out every other pilgrim in the game against a boss, except for Scarlet Black Shadow. And I think that's pretty impressive. If you ask me, that's insanely impressive. Number 3, Leona is not needed. Again, I've seen people keep saying this. No, it's not needed. You gotta test it out. Conclusion, is she a must pull? This is going to be something that we need to discuss more. I would say yes. She is a must pull because of her position right now as one of the strongest damage dealer. She's also a very, very strong Elysion character. Obviously, this is day 1 testing. I will need to test her more even after this. But it seems like she has a lot of potential. There's going to be a variety of different teams to test her out with, for sure. Alright, it seems like she's flexible enough to fit in anywhere, as long as you're using Toph. Now, Toph is a shotgun buffer, so I can see that perspective for sure. But you can see for certain characters, like for example, Red Hood, she doesn't mind Toph as a buffer that much. You know, it doesn't like decrease her damage. She is the Pilgrim Killer that a lot of players have been looking for. Alright, she is comparable to Alice in my humble opinion. Again, this is just day 1 testing. I'm going to power her up even more and hopefully try to maximize her potential and do more showcase with her. To be fair, she's not limited, so there's that. So if you only care about limited characters, sure, but meta-wise, she's really strong. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. A bunch of testings coming soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for more live streams or more videos. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, have a nice day and goodbye.